Dear learners, today we are going to study the first unit, that is introduction from the operating system. You know that operating system is very important, essential in our day-to-day life as well as in your syllabus. After going through this unit, you should be able to understand the fundamental concepts of operating system. You may be familiarized with the types of operating systems and understand the various structures of operating systems. First, we'll study the definition of operating system. Operating system is a set of system programs when it's executed provide the interface between the user and outside environment, as well as it acts as a resource manager to increase the productivity of the user. This definition highlights three things, three very important things. First, it provides the interface between the system and the end user, or system and the other system. It acts as a resource manager, means it manages all the resources like CPU, memory, input-output devices. And because it manages it properly, the productivity of the resources is increasing, which results into the increase in the productivity of the end user. So examples of the operating systems are Microsoft Windows XP, Linux, Unix operating system, MS-DOS operating system, etc. This diagram shows the place of the operating system. End users are interacting with the application software. Application software interacts with the operating system. Operating system interacts with the system hardware, that is the CPU, memory, input-output devices. After completion of the functioning work, these devices hand over the result to the operating system. Operating system will interact with the application software, and application software displays the result for the end users. Functions of the operating systems. Operating system acts as a resource manager. In the next slide, we are going to discuss it in detail. Second one is the CPU management. That is nothing but the processor management. At a time, number of processes are running in the system, and we have to allocate the CPU to the only one process at a time. So how we are allocating the processes, which are the different criteria, which are the different algorithm mechanisms to allocate the process to the CPU, that we are going to study into the CPU management. We have a separate unit for it. Memory management, this is a shareable resource. So we can load number of processes at a time into the memory, which is going to increase the degree of multitasking. So how to create the room for the new incoming process, how we are going to assign this memory space into the processes, that we are going to study into the memory management. There is a special unit for memory management also. Next one is a file management. File management is a predefined, we can say, arrangement of your files. And okay, you want to keep the track of the files, you want to use the services of the operating system for the file management. There is a separate unit for the file management also. We are going to study in detail there. Input-output management, when you are running the programs, you need the input from the end user, and we want to deliver the output to the end user also. So whatever the input-output management is there is a separate unit. Next important function is the operating system provides the environment for the execution of application programs and the development of the application programs. Without operating system, we cannot develop any of the application program, as well as we cannot execute any application program. It acts as an interface between the computer, hardware, and outside environment. This interface, it makes user interaction easy. User can easily use your applications, and that's why this interface is very much essential. Operating system provides the extended machine to its end user. It is nothing but the virtual machine, that users are getting the virtual machine for their own work. Provides support for the interconnection of computers to share the data and the resources. This means operating system provides the support for the network. There are one thing that is getting with the operating system, that is accessories. And the accessories, there are applications like Notepad, WordPad, Pens are there. So, okay, we are using that apps where we don't have the proper apps like MS Word and all this thing. Operating system provides the mechanism like user authentication to provide the system integrity. It is nothing but operating system supports the authentication. Is operating system don't want any unauthorized user can enter in your system, and for that different mechanisms are provided by the operating system. Productivity of the end user is increased due to the multitasking. When you are loaded the number of processes into the memory, and when there is a proper resource management, definitely we are going to run the multiple processes at a time, which results into the multitasking, and multitasking results into the productivity of the end user. There are three types of programs into the operating system. First type of program is the system management programs. The programs which are responsible for the process management, input-output management, memory management, and file management. These programs are coming under this category. Another type of program is system development program. We can say operating system programs like Notepad, editors, linkers, loaders. These are the applications, or these are the programs which are useful for the application development. That is the reason they are known as the system development programs. Third, system support programs. Already I've taken the example of accessories. So the programs which are available in accessories of the operating system, which are readily available to the use for the end user, these are known as a system support program. These are actually not part of the operating system, but no, we can say calculator is there, pens are there, Notepad is there, WordPad is there. These are the programs which are coming with the operating system for the user, and that's why it is known as the system support programs. This is the slide which shows you how operating system acts as a resource manager. At the central, operating system is there, and operating system is responsible for the functioning, that is input output, that is we can say the handling the applications. Means every input output, CPU management, memory management, and the other managements are possible with the operating systems only, and that is why it is going to be known as a resource manager. There are various types of operating systems are there. First one is batch operating system. This was in the second generation of the computer. Then time sharing operating system was there to overcome the disadvantages of the batch operating system. After that, there was a single user unitasking operating system. In the beginning of the third generation, that was the great example is MS operating system. Then we find that single user multitasking operating system, that is our standalone PCs coming under this, that is single user is there, and you are performing the multiple tasks at the same time. Multi-user multitasking operating systems, or we can say multi-programming operating system, where examples are your servers, number of users are entering, is allowed to access the server, and they are performing number of jobs at a time. So that is why it is a multitasking, multi-user multitasking operating system, or it is known as a multi-programming operating systems. Next one is a multi-processing operating systems, when you have the multiple processors installed into the same motherboard, then it becomes a multi-processing operating system, and you have to write the operating system, you have to modify the operating system, which is going to handle multiple processes at a time. Then network operating systems, where which are going to be part of the, your system is going to be part of the network and is going to be able to communicate through the network. Then the real-time operating systems are there, which are handling the real-time applications like industrial control, then nuclear weapon plant control, and all this thing. And last one, which we are in the era, that is distributed operating system, where you want to distribute the workload among the number of systems which are the part of your network. So these are the some type of operating systems. Now it is a quiz time. These are the how you fill in the blank questions are there. Just read it and try to answer. Okay, now I answer these questions. An operating system acts as an interface between the user of the computer and the outside environment. So interface is the first answer. An operating system provides the environment for the development of dash program, that is the application programs. Dash acts as a resource manager. Answer is the operating system acts as a resource manager. Notepad is an example of the system support programs. And productivity of the end user is increased due to the multitasking. These are the references given for your further study. We'll stop it here today. Thank you very much.